This is a table saw, Tool Star 1010 4D, 10-inch, 2 horsepower engine. I got it upside down. A friend of mine made the stand for it, and I've just added the bottom pieces to it. I have shortened it 9 inches. That's cedar. I'm using leftover paint to get rid of the paint and to kind of and to brace the bottom all up. I've got some things I'm going to do today, and one of the things I was going to show you is I got this tube right here, and let me put it up on the table and make it easier to see. Okay, it's still upside down. I put it on a table, but this is 3/4 inch, and you see I've got plates welded to it, and I've got these long self-tapping deck screws that are going into the wood there. This one kind of skipped over and went into the brace, but this one goes up and goes under, and on the side goes under. And the reason I put it like this is I'm going to put wheels on it. And the reason on that, now this is a 5/8 all thread, and that inside nut right there is a lock nut, and I still put a cotter pin through it so it has no ability to move whatsoever. Lock nut out there, and I put a washer on every side. But let me put that in. And that was one of the projects I was going to finish today. Now you see this is almost level with the bottom. This is the back of the unit, back of the table saw. And if you look right here, this is off a lawnmower. And when I'm done, I'm going to have this turned upside down and somehow attach to this, and make it to where when I lean this towards the back, this will come off the ground, and this will be my ability to get this thing moved around. Now I got the wheels out wide to give it stability as I'm moving it, but I'm making this unit portable by doing this. I was looking at possibly putting them castor wheels, like, let's see. You see that design right there on my door? Something like that could also be put, like say, put a couple of them right here. And so that way, when this is leaned back, the wheels come exposed. That's what I'm doing. I had these around, and basically, I did this for a church project. We replaced a bunch of wheels on a kiddie ride, and these are flatproof tires. And I had a few left over from the project, but that is this. I know it looks sloppy, but I mean, I'm not going to be running miles and miles with this thing. So today I'll be putting this on, and I've sprayed some of that Plastidip because these were pretty rusty. I wanted it to look a little better. Need to spray a little bit more on there, but anyhow, I'm using leftover paint. You can see a lot of it doesn't match, but this is in there pretty good. I've got some conduit holders I'm going to put on top, and that'll just trying to brace it up. But anyhow, I may flip this thing over and get to working on it. So let me do that. Okay, this is upright now. I slid that back in. And these little conduit pieces here, are going to go like that. I'll use a deck screw to go down through there. I used leftover pieces to put this together. So that's two 2x4s and a 1/2 inch board right there. What I was doing is getting the height right on this, so that way I can do these flush, have this at the edge with enough beef to hang on to. I believe the wheels will be more than adequate. These are the flatproof kind of wheels. A company called Grip sells some of these. The grip ones are colored, which is neat because you could, you know, offset it or color match it or whatever. It's neat things to do like that. I popped out the back bearings, put different bearings in. Like I said, I need to assemble this side and then screw these in. So let me get busy. Okay, we got wheels on. Them little conduit holders I put here out towards the end because that's where the force will be affected on this. I drilled through that one, put a cotter pin in it to make sure it stays fairly tight. And I kind of tightened this through here to here, but on the outskirts that's going to have the ability to turn pretty easily. And like I said, this is going to lean this way. And so as far as this project of putting the wheels on, this part's done. The next thing is getting this handle figured out. So that'll be the next thing I work on. See you then. Okie dokie. You could really see how it's coming along now. Now I made a piece of, that's angle aluminum. I did a chop, and I drilled a hole to mount. Well, let me get the camera down there. Crap. I don't watch sometimes what I'm doing. But I put this angle right here. That way when this leans over, this is not going to dig into the ground. And I'm just using leftover paint. I know it doesn't match, but my thing is to get it coated so it's protected. There's a top piece to this that has these neat little twist offs, and I can fold this over. And that's going to be good because if you look, this is the top and the handle is up higher. So when I'm out working on stuff, I can undo this and fold it over. Now I got to figure out something to attach from here to here and make it strong, so that way I'll step on that to lean this back and haul this around. So let me try to figure that out. Try to get a good look at this. And this is just off an old lawnmower. Now this was crunched, where they crunched this up, that's where I put that against that. So this could actually move around a little bit and it won't have any binding. So let me see what I can figure out as far as getting that set up on that. And I know it's leaning a little bit, and I want to try to get it to lean just a little, but not too much. Okay, let me get back to figuring out what I'm going to do next. Guys, I made a really good stand. Okay, let's go back over here. Tool Star 1010 4D table saw, 5/8 arbor, 2 horse table saw. It's got this nice stand, and I wanted a way to be able to move it around. And so I had these tires left over from a project. You can see I welded studs or bolts through there so I could bolt it together. Now that's, the other side was a lock nut. This one I put in a vise. Well, let me get my camera down there. And you squish one edge of it, and you can turn regular nuts into lock nuts, and that's what I did there. I cut that in a little bit too short. I drilled through that. Had my cotter pin. Same over there. I have these straps welded to that. Now this one goes underneath also and screwed in through there. You can see I went in different directions to keep from hitting screws. I did brackets right here and got this lawnmower, the handle bolted right there, and then I did a brace. That's just aluminum 1x1, and I cut an angle and a piece, and I just hammered it and bent it around, used wood screws to go in there. That's quarter 20 7/16 right there. Up here, I come off this hole up here and went straight into the base underneath the saw, and there's this back piece right here that I went over and put 2 screws into. And you can see I did that on both sides. So I've got this really braced up good. This is my system to make this thing portable. So I got many other projects I'm going to do on that. But this is the one I was wanting to do today. And I'm surprised on how well it turned out. I forgot how tall these things are, but these, take this down and I could fold this down because I want to put a backside. This is the tabletop, and I want a backside to make this wider. I also want to find the leaves that went on either side of this, or the extensions. So I've got a few more projects I'm going to show you guys on how to do these portable table saw systems up. Like in the previous video, I told you guys this was a gift. A buddy of mine, we used to run around, we'd fish, drink, hunt, throw rocks, you know, we did everything. And his wife, you know, well, he passed away of cancer. And his wife knew that I liked to do woodworking, so she gave me his saw. But anyhow, that's what we got right there. This is really good information for you guys to be able to get you a portable table saw. And you see, this stuff can all unbolt if it has to unbolt. Now, the way I got this set up is when you lean it back, the wheels come in contact with the ground, and that's how you pick all this up. Similar to the way a dolly works. So that was my idea and principle right there. So anyhow, guys, a really neat one. You could add this to pretty much anything that, you know, any kind of tool stand that you need to move around. Build something like this and move it around. Make it portable. That's what I'm doing. Anyhow, I got a few other videos. Those things I'm going to do this. Storage, and got to figure out a way to make the sawdust go away from me. I'm going to try to figure out how to make some sort of duct system just underneath the bottom, shoot it out that backside, and then a storage system underneath it. Anyhow, that'll be it on this video, but a really good one. Turned out better than I thought it would. But anyhow, you guys have a good one. Take this information, and we'll catch you on my next video.